Me back again. My brother shouted me out, so I'ma shout him out. Brother here is talking about that situation where the girl got the brick thrown in her face. So, yeah, let me just play his thing in it.
But that aside, right? If that type of man is gonna brick this woman, right, and these men that are just absolute strangers to the situation, bystanders, decide to go and get involved, right, and try to put hands or do something to this man that just bricked a woman, right? The We've already like psychoanalyzed his potential for violence is very large, right? Very great, right? So the level of violence he's just carried out on this woman, right, would probably be scaled up by 100 to a man that's going to approach him based on the already heated situation, right? He's probably going to be either willing to shoot, stab, kill, maim, you name it, right? To this person that would get involved, right?
Straight. If a man is willing to throw a brick in a girl's face, blood, he will done your dance at the drop of a hat, blood. Obviously, maybe he wouldn't, but blood, you gonna take the chance? Yeah, I ain't taking. Listen, fam, how could you think to yourself? Do you know what? This girl didn't give me her number, so you know what? I'm gonna pick up a brick and dash it in her face. Look, man, not promoting nothing in it, yeah, but if a man really thought, let me do something, fam, man, I don't want to promote no violence in it, but let's be real here, innit? If a man felt like, because she probably disrespected him, innit? Because I can't see a man just being turned down politely, thinking, you know what? Let me find a brick. Like, where do you even get a brick from on road? You get me? Like, was there a local construction site or something, innit? I can't see a man getting turned down politely, thinking, let me get a brick from the floor and throw it at this woman or lick her over the head in it. So I'm assuming she disrespected him. But even still, even if he felt like the violation was so deep, blood, man not promoting nothing in it. But what I'm saying is, yeah, just use what you're blessed with what you're born with. Yeah, I ain't promoting nothing in it. Yeah, but if a man's gonna, yeah, I'd rather hear a man just get me rather than a brick. Come on. Come on, listen, man's been in some wars on road. I never thrown a brick at nobody. Yeah? Man's never thrown a brick at nobody. I had someone throw a brick and miss me one time. It wasn't a brick, it was like I don't know, some big massive rock thing, blood. Listen, if that hit me in my head, I would have still been in a coma. That was when I was 18, but that was like 13 years ago to blood clot, innit? But yeah, man, if a man's willing to throw a brick in a woman's face, fam, what's he gonna do to you, blood?
So luckily and good that these men didn't get involved, right? Because they would have potentially thrown their life away, right? Even if that man didn't hurt them and they hurt that man, they might have ended up hurt, right? They might have got time, right? They may have thrown away their life, right? Completely, right? And this is what men need to understand. Modern men need to understand, right? Never, never go out on a whim, right? Or go and commit proxy violence on behalf of a woman, even if the woman's your girlfriend, your sister, your cousin, your family, your mother, right? Because we've just seen what happened with that boy that went in the shop and shot the man for his mum, right? He's gonna fucking do life, right? But the mum isn't gonna do life, right? But it's her fault, right? It was her situation and she caused him to shoot the man on her behalf, right? So you need to understand that as men, and especially black men, stop throwing your life away for these people, right? Now, if this person is in your care, in your protection, right, in your circle, you're with them and something happens, yes, stand up and help them, right? Because it's the right thing to do, right? But do not ever go and get involved in something that you're not the catalyst of, right? And you're not directly involved with, right? I'll give you an example like this. And it's an example that Jay Wise has given, right? Go check.
Jeez! When I heard that, I'm like, yes, brother. Let's go, fam. You know what? So I was watching it downstairs on my own because it's a 15-minute video. So if a man tag me in a video, I'm gonna make sure I watch the thing from beginning to end, innit? So anyway, I'm sitting down there watching it, and obviously the first bit that I just reacted to about a man, if a man's capable of throwing a brick in a girl's face, what the fuck's he gonna do to you? So man left a comment, carried on watching it, and that. What? I had my name get called. Like, what? I ain't gonna show my girl in it. So anyway, gone upstairs now. and then we just completed the whole video. The whole video is like 15 minutes, isn't it? So man's dropped a couple gems and that. So you lot go and watch the whole full thing, 15 minutes long, I think. Yeah, nice to hear a man drop man's name still. Respect.
At his channel, right? But listen, you have a female cousin, right? And your female cousin has a man and whatever, right? And they're going through whatever they're going through, their ups and downs, right? Now, your female cousin one day comes running to you saying, he hit me, he done this to me, going crazy, right? And she emotionally riles you up, right? Manipulates you to go and then do something to the boyfriend, right? So you ride out now, you do whatever you do to the boyfriend. You might mash him up, you might kill him, you might do whatever you do, right? You might kidnap him, right? But then he snitches, right? On you, right? And then you get nicked now, right? And you're in pen, right? And your cousin's not providing you no money, no nothing, right? No, not even acknowledgement that you did what you did on her behalf, right? And here's the killer, right? And this could be your cousin, your sister, whoever, right? Your ex, whoever, right? She and the man, yeah, are going to reconcile, right? And their relationship's going to get back together, right? While you're living out the consequences. Or you might even have got rubbed out of existence by this boyfriend, right? And you're just gone, right? But the woman and the man are going to reconcile, right? And you're going to be the one that's the bad guy to both of them now, right? But you did what you did on the behalf of this woman in the name of chivalry, right? And not even the name of chivalry like knights and kings and stuff, no. Just chivalry out of the potential that, A, if this woman's not related to you, of course, you may get some sexual favor in return, right? Or you just may get some commendation in social hierarchy, right?
Fam, I ain't going to save no girl trying to creep in the back door. Nah, fam. Man, don't put my freedom and my life on the line for the sake of getting some flipping cheeks, blood.
But you've just thrown away your life, right? You fucked up all the people that depend on you's life, right? You fucked up your job, right? You fucked up your housing situation, your financial situation, your kid's life, your future for some idiot, right? For some domestic violent act that's between two people, or some street violent act that's between two strangers to you, right? Do not get involved. Don't throw your life away, right? And there's a lot of people that's going to be like, that's bullshit. I'd get involved. I'd do this and that, all right? Ask that person, right? When's the last time that they had a fight? And listen to what their answer was. And then if they say they did have a fight, ask that person, was that fight something that you caused, or was that fight something that someone else caused, right? Because the chances are, if they had a fight recently on the behalf of someone else, it was because of their own ego, right? And their own problem starting. They started the fucking problem, right? Because smart, logical people don't go around fighting people, right? There's better ways to solve problems, right? So to that woman, I'm sorry that you got hit by a brick, right? But I'm not sorry that the men that you started filming and shouting at didn't help you, right? They did the right thing, because you should have just called the police, right? And what you would have had was individuals on standby to say, yes, that happened, right? But what you've now done is put those people in a bad situation, right? You put their faces on camera, you've called them out, cussed them out like as absolute strangers, right? And you've made your problem their problem, right? And it's not their problem, right? And it's not the whole world and the internet's problem. It's not our problem, it's your problem, right? And it's sad that you went to that extent, because we're obviously, the internet dug up receipts, right? And we saw how you was treating men and the shit you was doing before, right? But for you now to be crying on camera in the hospital with a big Martin Lawrence face, right? You're doing it for...
Man said Martin Lawrence, you know. I did laugh when I heard that still.
For attention, right? And it's not a political thing, right? People are going to use this to their agenda, to their political agenda, right? And to change and manipulate laws in favor of feminism and all kinds of weird shit, right? Political stuff. People are going to use this, right? Of course, because it's always easy to manipulate public opinion based on some shit that's happened, right? If you know how to spin, right? So people are going to use this. But the problem is, she was wrong, right? Not she was wrong that she got hit, because maybe that was out of her control, maybe that wasn't her fault. But her actions after the fact she got hit were wrong. Running to the internet, ensuing this uproar of female aggression against men, right, based on one individual's experience, is wrong, right?
But I don't want to spoil it for you lot, so you lot go and check out the full entire video. I'm gonna link his thing in the description. I think I can, because he added me in the video title, so I'm assuming obviously I can add him, and I've never done that before in it, so yeah, I'll add him in the thing in it. But blood, as tempting as it might seem, especially if you're a guy, you're built a certain way. If you consider yourself to be a man who's hands-on and that, it's going to be hard uh, to stand around and watch a man abuse a woman. It's going to be difficult, innit? I even remember my mum telling me years ago, these times, I'm almost 31 now, these times I was like 1 or 2 years old, and my mum went to one of my auntie's houses around Manor House, innit? And, well, I believe it was around Manor House, because I'm sure my mum said she was around at this bus stop. But anyway, my mum said she saw this guy beating up his girlfriend and that, and obviously I was with my mum, and my mum really wanted to get involved. The only reason why she didn't get involved was because obviously I was there in it, but my mum really wanted to get involved in that. But you can't get involved, especially like it's one thing getting involved with a guy that's a stranger to a woman abusing a woman, innit? But when it's a man and his girlfriend, blood, you cannot get involved. Like I say in my videos all the time, blood. These girls will be with these guys that are ill-treating them, mistreating them, mashing them up, bracking them up. You, as a bystander, or the brother, or the older cousin, or uncle, or dad, will go and brack him up, mash him up, put him in a hospital. He will snitch on you. You will go to jail. This girl, after 6 months, like man said, will reconcile with this youth. You'll be in jail. She's not working overtime to put money on your canteen sheet, and they're living their life as normal. You got a criminal record. You're sitting down behind a door, even if it's for a year. You might have things going on where, boy, you can't even afford to go to jail for 2 months. Yeah? Blood. All for that, all for someone to just go and kiss and make up with their boyfriend and that. I made like 20 videos on this topic already. And I'm so glad that thing happened with that footballer and that, innit? The one with the mixed race boy beat up the girl and that, and now they're back together. And the chick is pregnant. May all even potentially drop their ute by now, fam. Imagine with that situation with the footballer and that, you saw, you get me, the video and that, whatever, innit? Imagine the dad and the uncle and older cousin went there and mashed him up. Then they're in jail. Now she got back with him. Now they got a ute on the way, blood. Fam, don't be a captain save a whole, blood. I know it's difficult. If you see a man mashing up, and you know, I could say this and then see something happening and a man just act on impulse. Yeah, allow it, brother. Come on, fam. Yeah? But thinking about it logically, it's not the smart thing to do, fam. It's not the smart thing to do. Yeah, you will take a blood. I reckon in the history of the world, some guy has probably died because he tried to help some girl out, and she didn't even fucking turn up to his funeral. Some guy is tried to help a total stranger who's in trouble, and she ain't even bothered to turn up to his funeral, blood. Or some guy has helped a total stranger, got himself locked up and that, and the girl ain't even fucking writing to him. On a bus one time, this was a long time ago, innit? Yeah, it's happened probably like, oh yeah, on the ends somewhere in London, innit? A guy was, I don't know, touching up some gal on the bus. Yeah, I think the guy was like Turkish, touching up on some white gal on the bus. This black brother bust him up, yeah, chiefed him up, mashed him up on the bus. The guy not going jail, blood. I guarantee you that girl weren't fucking writing to him. I guarantee you that girl weren't fucking putting no money on his canteen sheet and nicing up his canteen sheet, blood. Fuckery, blood. So, fam, don't be a captain save-a-hole out here, innit? I know it's easy to, maybe you might be in a situation and that. Everyone wants to, you get me, help out someone and that. It might be a genuine thing or it might just be for their own ego and that. Don't do it, blood. Don't do it. Don't do it. You might feel like a chief for that, you get me, that 5 minutes or couple days or whatever, innit? But life goes on, fam. When you're in jail, you're sitting behind the door, temporarily life is frozen for you, innit? So, obviously, easier said than done to not get involved in that, but fam, it's just not worth it. Long term, it's just not worth it. Imagine though, my man's mentioning about family and that. But imagine You go help out a girl, something happens to you, yeah. You might have kids, yeah. You might have a mum that needs you, and you might get mashed up in that. You might not be fit and healthy, or you might be in jail, blood. These are the things that you have to consider before you jump in and try and play Captain Save a hole, innit? Anyway, man, that's it for today, man. I'm gonna link my man's team in the video title. Go check it out. Stay wise. Ton.